All right, in 3, 2, 1, and we're back. Welcome back to Non-Essential News, your home for Earth entertainment. Today we're going to talk about Shane Dawson and his return to the internet, and soon his return to YouTube, apparently, allegedly, most likely. If you guys haven't been keeping up with the internet as of late, then you would probably not know that Shane Dawson was canceled this year in 2020. Basically, that whole thing that happened a year ago with James Charles and Jeffree Star and Tati, all of that pretty much came back and bit Shane and Jeffree Star in the ass, and it pretty much led to Shane Dawson getting canceled like completely so bad that he had to leave the internet. I'm pretty sure this whole cancellation of Shane started when Tati came out basically and uploaded a video onto her YouTube channel basically explaining that she was manipulated by Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star kind of into exposing James Charles and canceling him. And because basically everyone was talking about this video, Shane had no choice but to respond, and his response was pretty bad. He uploaded it onto his Twitter with like 4 different Notes app screenshots, pretty much kind of saying that he did have a hand in the whole cancellation of James Charles, which all it did was make things worse. And this all led to Shane coming out on Instagram Live and talking about it, trying to defend himself, trying to basically say Tati's a liar, but it was a shit show. It just made everything, it made him look so much worse to the point where Ryland, his boyfriend, future husband, literally had to tell him to get off.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I was molested. I have been, oh my gosh. That is not.
I made no mention of it in my video.
Oh my God.
Get off. Like, it was bad. And after that, it pretty much just led to people looking up even more receipts. There's a decade of old content of his on YouTube, and people were finding clips of him using the N-word, dressing in blackface, kissing minors on the lips, and making jokes about the P-word. You know what the P-word is? Adult, kid, P-word. It was bad. But probably the biggest wave of hate and cancellation came when people found this old clip of Shane making a joke about a preteen Willow Smith and like basically pretending to like wank off to her. It was just so weird. It was so messed up. I don't understand how it's funny. Everybody knows Shane Dawson is known for having a dark sense of humor and a form of edginess. But dude, there's like, come on, there's certain boundaries you don't cross. This pretty much led to Shane leaving the internet, pretty much being like shunned away with his tail between his legs, and we haven't heard from him since. An article a few days ago came out from Business Insider titled, "Embattled YouTube star Shane Dawson is slowly staging a comeback built around sympathy." And pretty much what this article is kind of saying is that Shane Dawson has come back to the internet in little forms, little waves here and there, like an Instagram story post, an appearance on his boyfriend Ryland, future husband's podcast. Now, it's fine if he eventually wants to return to the internet. You know, I think everybody deserves a second chance, and, you know, I think everybody can change if they really try. But it's just the way that Shane Dawson, I think, has been going about it that is causing people to kind of call him out on this. After getting canceled over the summer, YouTube star Shane Dawson is setting the stage for a sympathetic comeback. He continues to make appearances on his fiance Ryland Adams podcast channel and YouTube. He appears to be targeting his core viewership with new merchandise and snippets of his family life. Yeah, aside from coming back to the internet like gently, he's also like coming back and selling shit. Like, what the hell? If you're gonna come back to the internet after you've just been canceled, like the last thing you wanna do is promote something and try to make money from people. Come on. I just personally think that's a really bad look, and definitely part of the reason why people are, you know, kind of concerned about this and think that it might all just be a fabricated comeback. The article then goes on to talk about Shane Dawson's appearance on Ryland's podcast, which is the first time many people have really seen of him in a long time. But the reason he appeared was to talk about Mario, a kitten that they adopted a week prior, had just passed away.
When you think about your pet dying, and it's like, well, who's going to greet them in heaven? Or are they going to be scared? Like, are they going to be with my grandma? Like, who are they going to be with?
And, you know, it's really sad. It's like the worst thing ever. Losing a pet sucks. I wouldn't wish that upon anybody. You can't help but feel bad, feel a little sympathy for Shane and Ryland in this situation. But on the flip side, you know, like the crazy theory side, people are saying that Shane is using this opportunity as a way to garner sympathy and to make his comeback to YouTube less rocky. Another thing people are calling Shane out on is that, like his friend Jeffree Star, Shane has failed to address major scandals that turned the internet against him in 2020. Now after this, Shane has been getting more comfortable showing his face on the internet. He's been posting more to his Instagram story, and that's all fine until people started to realize that his merch store has been completely restocked. And Shane is pushing sales and pushing people to go buy his merch. In his Instagram story, he does say, "Oh, I'm not forcing you to buy anything," but dude, if you're still like putting the message out there, like you still are, you know, influencing people to go buy your shit. And like, it just, you know, Shane is a businessman. I'm sure many people would agree. The man knows how to run a business, okay? It's December, it's the holiday season. People are gonna buy stuff. It makes complete sense that Shane would wanna push his products, especially at this time of the year. And aside from just merchandise, Shane has also been posting on his story about slime. Yeah, that's right, guys. He is actually selling slime that he's really happy about. I don't know about you, but I think slime is kind of for kids, isn't it? I mean, like, do adults play with slime? No hate if you play with slime. I'm not judging you. Shane has been getting really comfortable with his return to Instagram, making appearances on Ryland's channel, and he's even been saying in his Instagram stories like, "Hey guys, like, I didn't expect the comments to be so positive here, but it makes me feel good." You can tell that he's definitely trying to like act like, "Oh, woe is me," you know, like, "Oh, I'm such an empath, I'm such a, you know, hurt soft soul." That's pretty much what people are saying, and that's how they're kind of interpreting it as. Me personally, I couldn't be bothered to care, guys. I am just reporting the news for you. I literally left Earth. I live in space now because Earth was just getting to be such a show. Like, I'm out here, okay, but I'm still reporting the news for you guys because people like this stuff, okay? You guys need entertainment, so you're welcome. All in all, it'll be interesting to see what happens with Shane in the future and how his actual comeback to YouTube goes. It seems like his core audience is okay with him and his return to the internet, but will the rest of the internet be okay with it? That's what we have to wait and see. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, hit that sub button if you're new, because we cover all the hot gossip and tea here. All right, Delta, I'm famished. Lay in a course for Pizza Planet.